Yeah, welcome to Hellraisers Ball, the late edition of Hellraisers Ball, which we're late for the later start time.
Actually, you started on time this time.
This time we started on time, but we had technical difficulties.
No, we started on time.
Right,
11:13 when you're supposed to start at 11 is pretty much on time, Jason.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's what we normally start, right?
Right. Well, the start time is supposed to be 10:30. According to the new TalkWad.com studio rules, we have to start on the hour at 11 o'clock. I'm still negotiating that point. However, right now, the official start time of the show is 11 p.m., and it'll go till either 12:30 or whenever the hell we decide to finish it.
Well, when Eddie's ready to go, which is
basically.
I got a date.
Which is at 12:29:59.
Right. Now, we were told that we could shoot the show for 2 hours still, so I guess it depends.
Oh, not tonight.
Not tonight? Well, tonight we do have one hell of a show planned for you. I was over at the John Oliva Raise the Curtain listening party over at Bourbon Street this past weekend. David, you were there.
I was there.
As well.
Yeah, I was there.
And it was one hell of a performance, and we were able to get an interview with John out in the parking lot, actually.
Really? What kind of interview did you do in the parking lot, buddy?
I'm telling you. Well, there was a lot going on out there.
I bet there was.
But actually, we were going to set up a whole area for John, totally separate, and so he would be comfortable and everything. But he was outside already, enjoying a cocktail, and he didn't want to move. So he was like, "Hey, let's do it right here."
What number cocktail was that? That was probably number 30. Was it?
I don't know. I didn't count him,
Yeah.
but but he was there for a while, so I could only assume.
James, he was there. What? 1 o'clock? At least. He was there at 1 o'clock, and he went on what about 11? So that's a lot of cocktails.
Yeah,
that's probably a lot of cocktails.
And we didn't actually start the interview until probably around 6 p.m. So he had to have a number of them under his belt by then. It was a fun interview. I would have liked to have added, a little more private situation where we could have got a little bit better audio.
Yeah.
But I think it worked out really well. It sounds pretty decent.
Well, I was at the show, and it was weird for me. I don't know about for you, but it was weird for me.
What did you find weird about it?
Well, it was almost like well, if it wasn't for him stopping and saying things that he was saying that kept things light and funny, it was more like an awake to me. You know what I mean? Because, I realized, because he brought up Matt Laporte and, and Chris. And,
of course.
And so, for me, it got a little, I was just, you're in a club, and it just felt weird to me.
It did feel almost like a eulogy at times. Didn't
it? Yeah. But it was still funny because what did he say, Angie? He said something in the nature of, bring me 5 drinks every what?
10 minutes until I pass out.
Till I pass out, and then bring eight, whatever.
Yeah.
So
and we got a lot of great footage from him introducing the songs and everything. We can't use it yet though because the album's not out. And so he said we could videotape everything up to the songs starting, and when the record does come out, we can use those pieces as introductions to the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to hold on to that stuff. And actually, by next week, we should have the performance edited down because I want to actually submit it to John ahead of time so he can...
For his approval.
Yeah, let us know what's okay to air and what's not. That way there's no complications and we don't want to have to wind up pulling it down off of YouTube or something like that. So we'll see. Of course, tonight's show, and I can't see him back there anymore, so...
That's okay. I didn't want to see him anyway.
Now he could be even more sneaky than he normally is.
He's over there. He's in there massaging himself right now.
Who knows what the hell he's doing?
Which is fine, Eddie. Just tear it up, buddy. Yeah.
Tonight's show is always being brought to you by Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa, Florida. Go to Sam Ash Music Stores. Oh, I see the little flyer right there. On Dale Mabry Highway and see sales manager Eddie Caffel, and he'll give you some great deals on some new gear or trading your old gear. And DJ Slam Durango, is there anything special coming up besides the already special sales prices over at Sam Ash?
Well, there's always a great deal when you come see me, when you go see Eddie Keffel.
Right.
Never mind the man behind the curtain.
this guy behind the curtain.
Right.
But yeah,
The man behind the plexiglass.
Jesus, man. Just
What we got coming up? Well,
Actually,
we
we-
had Easter.
Actually, we do have the interview with John Oliva that we're gonna play. We have an in studio interview with Tampa Bay thrash metalers, American Fix. We got Dana Walsh in the studio, and the drummer from the band. We also have a cameo appearance by the infamous Dana Piper. And he'll be in as soon as he finishes his smoking break out in the parking lot.
we're gonna go scrape him up off the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have a phone interview with a band out of Dallas, Texas called Secret of Boris. And if you haven't heard these guys yet, and I'm supposing most people here in the Tampa Bay area have not, they're actually.
No, I can't say that I have.
You haven't heard of them either, yet, right?
No.
They're actually pretty
I've
good.
heard your phone more than I've heard them.
Yeah. And I actually have to keep the phone on because there's a lot of people that are having a hard time with the link to the show.
Okay.
So anyone that is watching,
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
right?
Right.
Anyone that is watching the show right now that did not have a problem logging on to it, maybe you could send a blast out on Facebook or wherever, and just let people know that the RockSlamRadio.com link has been disabled. I was told temporarily.
It was taken over actually by aliens.
It was taken over by aliens.
Yeah,
Did Rick White from LA Hangout have anything to do with that?
probably.
Because I was told
Most
if there's any kind of alien intervention, he usually has something to do with it.
Yeah, we're supposed to be wearing, that aluminum foil around our heads right now.
Yeah.
I got a probe hanging out of my ass.
Well, did you bring yours? Because I thought you were the guy that actually made those antennas.
And we got new.
Actually, I used aluminum foil to tan with. Actually, besides the point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, did you point out our new addition to the table there?
Yeah, we actually have a new mascot too. We haven't named him yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I don't know.
Is that not
But-
Horatio?
But we have a new red head, the official Hellraisers Ball skull.
Red-headed slut. There we go.
It's actually glowing.
There you go.
See that?
Yeah. I don't know if people at home
No,
can
I
actually see.
it. Yeah,
Can you see it glowing?
Yeah, I can see it glow.
That's
You know
pretty
what I
good.
want
We
to talk
should turn out
about?
all the lights and watch it glow.
Oh, that'll be
Well,
fun.
what do you think
yeah.
about being on the other side of these?
I actually I kind of like this.
You like this? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because I don't have to stare at Eddie. Right. Sorry, Eddie, or DJ Slammed a Ring, or what his name is.
We should get a little window on the computer monitor so we could
Look at him.
Well, we could minimize it when we don't feel like it, but then if we need to see what's happening on the other side of the
Right.
glass,
All right, that's okay. I think we can get through the show without him.
you can live
seeing
without
him.
it.
Yeah.
So
No offense, Eddie.
What do you want to?
Because he doesn't have to stare at us either, and that's what makes him happy.
That's true. I think he did it on purpose.
It wasn't me, actually.
I know.
Oh, you didn't do this?
No.
Hell no.
No, this is probably another. No, never mind.
This is IBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IBO has taken over.
iBelowGlobal.com.
So I also want to talk about Orlando because
Okay.
we haven't talked about that because we haven't been here since then.
Yes.
We are taking phone
As
calls
a matter of
tonight,
fact,
aren't we?
I did mention
Sure.
that. Did you bring the video with you?
No, I actually forgot to bring it. Because I had it last week when you get the phone call at 9:20 going, hey, by the way, we're not doing the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it last week and I forgot to bring it, but
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes happening here with
Yeah.
iBOGlobal.com. We're trying to keep up with what's going on with the show. Well, whether or not we're even going to still be broadcasting from here, but that's still up in the air too. We'll see. So tell me about.
well, you were there.
It was awesome.
You were there, yeah.
We talked a little bit about it the week that you couldn't make it here.
Oh, you
And-
did?
Yeah.
I didn't see the show.
Yeah. And I talked about it. Todd did an awesome job.
Todd's great.
And about you going up on stage and doing Eyes of a Stranger.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Well, for those of you people are listening, I got up on stage with Queen Drake at the Orlando House of Blues. It was great, man. It was not only that, it was not only just being on stage with them but the way things happened when we were off stage. I mean, Eddie Jackson. I mean, he was so he was so nice. He just he fed us food and and then the nice thing was when they took the final bow after their encore. I was standing on the side of the stage and Eddie's like, "Get up here, dude. Get up here." And so I came up on stage for the final bow.
How
which
awesome is that? Yeah.
Yeah, the way I look at it is,
And
I mean, I grew up listening to Queensryche just like everybody else, and being on stage with those guys, there's not many people who say they've done that,
no.
And I'll tell you the way my experience was when I was singing the song. I'm sure I could have sang it better. My main concern was not to screw up the words. So, and I didn't do that. So, because I've never done the song. So, I mean, the way I looked at it was just I was gotten up there and just wanted to hit the notes. And as far as my performance, I could have done better. But I mean, it was fun.
Now you were telling me when we spoke that you felt that you did a better job at soundcheck than you actually did.
Absolutely. I think because if I screwed up the lyrics at soundcheck, it didn't matter. You know what I mean? But when I got up on stage, I was more concerned about making sure I didn't mess up the words, because then you get crucified for that.
Right.
So.
Plus, it's such a classic song, you don't want to mess up the words.
No, and that's what made it even more special, is that I'm doing a song off the Operation Mindcrime.
Yeah, legendary album.
Yeah, I mean, Todd was basically, you can do the whole thing if you want to do it, and I said, no, I don't want to do that, because I think it was fun. I
think the whole dynamic of you guys trading off was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, because I came up with the idea of doing the first verse and him doing the second verse, and then when we got in the third verse, we were exchanging lines, and that was a blast. That
was awesome.
And then we hit this really big high note on the end. He looked at me. He wanted me to do it first, and I wasn't quite sure what he wanted me to do. I mean, I know when he's going like this, pointing up, I know what he wanted, but I didn't know where I was going to put the note. You know what I mean? So I was like, you better go first because you've done this before. So
you could match them.
Yeah, and that's what I did. Yeah, and it was a good time. It was a blast, and I mean, obviously, you still got all the people out there who, with Todd, even when he got on the air and talked to us before. I mean, it's sometimes you just, when you get put in that kind of position of replacing such a for the lack of a better word, icon singer.
Well, yeah,
iconic singer. Yeah, you're in sometimes a no-win situation, and so. There's going to be people out there who hated every minute that Todd and I were up there singing because we're not Jeff Tate, I
mean, there's a lot of haters, and we kind of touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people, especially before the show here in Tampa at the Ritz, that were like, oh, Queensryche is not going to be Queensryche without Jeff Tate singing. And then it was funny how you saw a lot of people after the show happened that kind of retracted their comments. And
somebody posted on Facebook. They said, "Yeah, it's not Jeff Tate without it's not Queensryche without Jeff Tate." And I don't normally get into a pissing match on Facebook, but I actually had to respond, and I said, okay, so let me get this right then. So when Jeff Tate plays as Queensryche and it's just Jeff Tate, does that make it Queensryche without all the other guys? I said, if that's the case, then we should just let them pack it in, and we'll just listen to the CDs or the 8-tracks, whatever.
Well, yeah.
Because that's all we got.
Absolutely.
I mean, seriously, So, and he actually wrote back. He's like, no, I guess you're right. He goes,
but I think a really good point that you made the last time too is Jeff Tate singing with all the other musicians behind him any more Queensryche than what Queensryche is without him?
Right.
His version's not Queensryche either. I mean, you could argue that and say, well, he's the voice of Queensryche, but then you would have to say that every other vocalist that's left a legendary band should be able to leave with the name as well.
Well,
and I don't think that's...
Yeah, I mean, Van Halen went through that, and it's just silly. Look, I understand what people's point is. It doesn't matter how well Todd sings, or how much better he sings, or how much of the old stuff they bring back, that they didn't do with Jeff in the later years. The bottom line is he's not going to. There's times it's not Jeff Tate. Don't matter,
Not to interrupt you, but that is a valid point. One of the things that was really exciting for me was being able to hear all of the stuff that I haven't been able to hear Queensryche play in the last few tours that they've been on, because I was able to catch Queensryche over at Ruth Eckerd Hall the last time they played, and with Jeff Tate. And outside of the fact that, I would say sonically the band sounded great. They sounded like the record, but outside of the fact that it was a really boring show.
It was absolutely boring.
It was really, really, dreadfully boring. Outside of that, they didn't do any of the stuff that I personally wanted to hear.
That's because Jeff doesn't want to do it.
Because my favorite stuff is actually, believe it or not, even pre-Operation Mindcrime, the first EP and the first record.
Mine's Rage for Order.
And
Yeah.
Rage for Order is another
Yeah.
great record.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of the early stuff is what I want to hear. I want to hear Queen of the Reich, Lady Wore Black. I want to hear Warning. The Prophecy.
And by the way, Eyes of a Stranger was not my first choice of song I wanted to do.
That was my
I
next
wanted
question.
to do Queen of the Reich.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, that's the very first song of their show.
You're right.
So,
Not gonna happen.
no, I can't come out there on Todd. Everybody would be looking at me going, "Who the fuck is this guy?" The very first song of the show. And so, no, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Queen of the Reich.
Yeah,
But,
I don't blame you. But
Eyes of a Stranger was just fine with me, and I could actually foresee that happening, us doing that again, I mean, Eddie came up to me and said, "Dude, that was great." So I mean,
that'd be great.
It was a good time, man. Definitely a good time.
Well,
And then on top of that, just to make it even that much better, the crowd in Orlando was just off the hook.
Oh yeah,
They were.
Now I don't know how to compare that to the crowd over at the Ritz in
The crowd. The problem with the crowd at the Ritz show is I think it was about half the size of the crowd. There wasn't as many people at the Ritz show as there were. I mean, I think the House of Blues show was sold out. At least it looked like it was to me.
It was damn close. It wasn't sold out when we got there, but when I approached the people at the box office, they said it was really close to being sold out.
Yeah. If there's a picture on my Facebook page, you can grab the picture of the
DJ Slam Durango. You think we could steal that photograph of you talking about the photo at the end of the night?
Yeah.
The final bow with the crowd behind you.
Yeah.
And there's an updated version of that photo, right?
That's the one that's on. Yeah, just go to my page and it's on there. He's doing it now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there it is.
We might even be able to steal the video of you singing with them because I know that's posted on YouTube.
That's on my page too, I think, but that's not it.
Yeah, we might be able. No, that's not
That's
it.
not it.
No,
Go to my cover page there.
It should be on the cover photos.
Just go to my main page. There you go. See at the top there? There you go. That's it.
Right. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, that was just an outstanding moment. And it was even.
It had to be surreal.
Well, to a certain extent. I mean, I've had a lot of surreal moments, but yeah, it was. And it was really cool because I was up there with Todd, and and Todd and I are just such good friends, and he as a matter of fact, the first thing that came out of Todd's mouth when we walked off stage after that, he goes, "Dude, there was so much chemistry up there." That's exactly what he said to me, and I was like, "Yeah, absolutely," because it just looked so natural. We looked so comfortable doing what we were doing, and But yeah, I mean that show looks like if you look at that picture, it looks like it sold out to me.
Yeah, it was a great crowd.
I mean, is it up on? Do you have it up there? Is it on? Can people see that?
What a great picture.
Now it is.
Okay, so I mean, if you look at that picture, it looks like it looks like it sold out to me.
Yeah.
And
the
crowd was just nuts. I mean, they were just having a blast, and it kind of reminds me of when we played in Schenker played in Chicago. I mean, it was just the Chicago House of Blues. I don't know if it's just the House of Blues just makes crowds better, but
I've never been there for a show yet. That was my first show at the Orlando
House of Blues. This one's a little smaller than the one in Chicago, but it's still what a great night. Yeah, it was fun. I couldn't have asked for anything more than that night. Everybody in the band was just absolutely cordial, and we did pictures before, and obviously I've known them for a while. I mean, because we did some shows when we toured, and we did some festivals in Texas together. It was us and Dokken and Accept, and obviously Queensryche.
Very cool.
So,
now this part of the tour is over, right? For them.
I don't know. They're still touring. I mean, they're out.
Are they still touring?
Yeah, I think they're in Europe right now.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. The American leg of the tour is done.
Yeah,
now they go to Europe and come back.
I don't know. I don't know what the schedule is. I mean, I'd like to go see them again, and then obviously if I do go see them again, if we can get up and if I can get up and sing with them again, that'll be a blast too.
That'd be great.
And
hopefully this time we don't have a problem with security. As far as with the cameras, the funny thing is the security staff was really awesome over at the House of Blues.
Right.
But we had an issue with the head of security and the stage director. I guess just couldn't get it together in time, and I didn't actually get approval to do anything until you already finished singing.
Yeah, well, well, first of all, before you could do anything, you got to go through Queensryche's people. So I mean, that's their guy, and you know, you know, it's so hard, you know, because everything's got to be cleared first. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it had to be cleared that I could sing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was actually because we were talking about having me get up with them and here in Tampa, but it being Todd's hometown. And you know, and his first time back, you know, to Tampa, and it being with Queensryche, they just decided to wait until you know, the Orlando show, which made total sense. I totally understood that. You know.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Next time we just got to start the process a little bit earlier, I think, because they were really cool, and you know, even later in the evening, you know, backstage, everybody was really cool. And as a matter of fact, when I was talking to Eddie Jackson and even Michael Wilton, they were like, "Oh yeah, we'd love to next time we're in town, we'd love to do an interview and come down to the studio with you guys, and you know, yeah, let us know if you want to use any of the footage or pictures."
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
But
I mean, and
it's
they already told me, even if they can't come down. I mean, because
Get 'em on the
I
phone,
talked to
whatever.
them. I said, yeah. They every one of them would say it. You know, I talked to Parker, I talked to Eddie. You know, this particular time was the most I actually talked to Scott. And Scott's a funny dude, man.
You know, he's the only person I didn't really get a chance to have a conversation
Well,
with.
you know, I always thought he was like, because he's more business than everybody else. But when you start talking to him, he's really, really cool. And because I only talked to him a little bit when we were out on the tour. Now Eddie was the one I dealt with the most on when we were out on the tour. You know,
Right.
and then well, I can't actually even say that because Michael Wilton and then were on our bus drinking. You know, after one of the festivals, but until 4 or 5 in the morning. But anyway, yeah, it was a great time. I couldn't have asked for anything more. Everybody looked like they enjoyed it, and so, you know, it's really weird because I don't, you know, the only thing I've seen is the video that's on YouTube, and you know, it's a camera phone, so you know how good is that going to be? So
Right. Now I do have some footage of you from the side of the stage. Same song. And so after you take a look at it, you know, we'll put it on the show.
okay,
You know, I actually think that it came out really good. And considering that, well, I kind of had to pass the camera off to somebody else because they kept on looking at me.
right,
Because I was waiting for the head of security to come out from the backstage area to give me the approval.
right.
You know, and so he told me where to wait. So I was waiting right there. So I figured, I mean, I was maybe 15 feet away from the door going to the backstage. So I knew, you know.
Was it you actually had a camera or
A camcorder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
all right.
and with good quality, high definition camera.
Okay.
And so it came out really good, but it's not the entire song.
Yeah. Well.
But it actually sounds
Well,
good.
then you know the ones on YouTube is okay. There's just a couple points for some guy you could actually hear the person in the crowd singing, but
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, that's welcome to the millennium. You're gonna have to deal with that. So
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there that probably has a full version of it without somebody singing in the background.
I don't know.
And so,
You know, I'm looking down there. As I remember looking down and singing, and everybody's just singing along, and I could actually hear them. You know.
You know, that's the thing. Like with a song like "Eyes of a Stranger," or you know, it's even worse if you go to like a Metallica concert or whatever, because everybody sings along to the words.
It's a different kind of singing, though.
Yeah, it's not quite exactly
No, it's
Queensryche's
not,
type.
or Journey or anything like that.
Right. But, you know, you get a lot of, like, gang vocal type stuff going on, especially with that type of style of music. And it's almost impossible to get any video of the band without having it kind of tainted by the people in the audience actually singing along to it.
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Right. Well, I mean, I had in-ears in-ear monitors, and I could still hear the crowd. But I'm sure that was just through my mic, or just whatever. Because there were some people really singing loud.
Yeah.
So, but it was a blast, man. I mean, like I said, I remember standing there at one point thinking, "Hey, this is pretty cool. I'm up on stage with Queensryche.
Yeah.
Don't screw up the words."
There you go. And maybe we'll try to steal the video off of YouTube and we'll pirate it.
Yeah.
I think what we should do is in a little while we're going to be bringing in the guys from American Fix, and we're also going to be bringing in Dana Piper. He's outside doing something. Is he smoking again? That's his second cigarette break. And then we're going to get Secret of Boris, who I just recently became familiar with. And we're gonna get them on the phone and talk to them.
And you know who else we need to get on the air? My friend, let's get Dana Brunell. He's in a new project right now. Okay.
Okay.
And because I saw him at the Queensryche show in Tampa, and he's like, David, I want you to hear some stuff because I know your opinion matters. And I go, oh, that's cool. And I listened to it. It's freaking great. Look. And this is how I describe his music, the music that they're doing right now. And I can't remember the name of it. I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Dane. I can't remember the name of the band. I'm terrible with names of bands, but it's kind of like Sarah Brightman, who's an opera singer.
Okay.
Meets metal, meets progressive metal.
Oh wow.
And it's really, really good. It's really good. I'm just totally digging it. And I've told everybody about it. And so we need to, if you get a chance, go on his site or whatever and listen to some of the songs. I mean, I think it's awesome.
Well, we're going to try to call him today or set up for
No. We'll set up for another time. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe next week.
Yeah. Whatever. But I think that it's awesome. Those of you who Dana used the original drummer for Crimson Glory. So
very cool. Now, DJ Slam Durango, is Dana Piper out there anywhere?
I'm trying to get him into the studio now.
Yeah, see if you can get him in, because I don't know. He might want to see this interview, too, because I did a little bit of tweaking.
What interview?
The interview with John Oliva.
Where is it?
It's on the flash drive.
Where on the flash drive?
It should be in the Ready to Air folder.
I've looked in Ready to Air, and I don't see anything.
It should say John Oliva, Bourbon Street, 4613.
All right, hang on a second. Ready to Air, John Oliva, huh?
Yep, go down. There it is, John Oliva interview.
There. Okay. Well, as soon as I'll go get him and
Yeah, see if we can get him.
All right.
So you're going to get to see the parking lot interview. Actually, it wasn't really, well, it was the parking lot. But it was like a deck off to the side.
Oh, on that wooden deck out there?
Yeah, because they have two decks. And actually, what I wanted to set up is that the bands from earlier in the day, they had someone playing solo out on the deck. I was going to actually set up that as a private interview area. So it was still going to be outdoors. But we could have just set it up a lot more comfortable where there would have been a lot less noise around.
Right.
But he wanted to do it right there, and so we just did it there, which was kind of cool. But you could see a lot of walk-bys on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Including Dana Piper, Dana Walsh, and quite a few other.
Oh, that's the name of yeah. Okay, so Dana's band's called Persuasive Reason,
and that's Dana Brunell's band.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Very
cool. I really dig it. So
you like it?
Yeah, and I don't care if anybody else likes it. I like it, but I know a lot of people do. Because
and if we have time to get around to it, there was also a band over at Bourbon Street called Cyaxis. I don't know if you've heard of them yet. We have a CD from them, and then there were actually a few other bands that gave us CDs, and we're going to try to actually get them on the show.
Was it the band that came on after? Was it Clench Fist or something?
Clench Fist.
Yeah. Okay, they came on after John.
Yeah. In fact, we've had Clench Fist on the show before.
Yeah.
There he is.
You want to come join us there, Dana, or what?
Yeah, there he is. Yeah. You almost ready? We're going to show the John Oliva interview now. So
Why do you need me?
Well, because after that, right after, we're going to go into talk about your Secret of Boris band.
RE20.
And so, do we have it all set up?
You're like a cartoon character to me, man. That's awesome.
Do we have it all set up? DJ Slam Durango?
He's ready to go.
I am. I'm dubious.
All right, cool. Now, this is the John Oliva
That's
interview
John.
from over at Bourbon Street this past Saturday for the Raise the Curtain listening party.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, that was mine.
Oh, and see, you're always talking
I thought
about
I turned it down.
Did you get in that picture?
I think so.
He wasn't supposed to be in there, was he?
No. Well, cut that one out. We'll do one more with the
One more, ready?
Yeah, let's get Kristen this one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, got it.
That's what I did with my daughter. I never sent anything
That
to
is
my
awesome.
daughter
Hey,
about
Dave.
my husband because
I knew. Eventually
Eventually,
she'd figure it out.
Take this, put it. But I'm going to bring this out when I do my thing. Okay. And, just.
Hellraisers Ball, rocking it out right here at Bourbon Street in Newport Richie for the Raise the Curtain
Listening party.
listening party.
I have to
and-
teach this guy everything,
and
folks.
performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with
And I
myself.
was just like,
And
I
I'm
was
here with the
freaked out.
mastermind of Sabotage himself,
Then,
John Oliva.
after I started,
Doing great. How you feeling?
within 2
I'm feeling
weeks,
great. I'm in a great mood, and everything's wonderful.
Everything's
Beautiful
and so
night.
they
It is a
jumped it to
beautiful
7.
night. And we've had a lot of great bands
But
already
they were
played
60,
tonight. We've
then
got a
it
lot
went
of
to 7.
other
They
great
couldn't-
bands coming.
Yeah, they couldn't believe it
So,
after 2 weeks.
tell me about the new record.
After 2
Well, the
weeks,
new
my-
record
my
is
back was
a solo record, but I did have some friends play on it. But the main reason was it was the last
stopped, and then
music
they
I
did
had
another
at
singing
Christmas.
on me, and he's like,
So and the stuff you're going to hear tonight, it's the earliest material that Chris and I ever wrote.
Oh, wow.
We were teenagers.
he kept telling me the whole time.
And he's
So,
got writing
so
on.
this is even like before like the Avatar and
This is
stuff?
before I have. This is in my grandmother's basement.
Oh, wow.
There's a song called Father Time, which is one of the first Christians I wrote. I'm going to announce, when we play the thing, but there's like 5-6 songs on this that are the last pieces of music
And 3 months was exactly
that I never did anything with. So I figured I would do this
right to
record.
the hour,
Finish live, wanted to make sure all his music got out to the fans and to the people who liked him.
Thank you.
And that's what I had to do as his brother.
And then I had
It took me a year and a half to write because I had to take little pieces of riffs and then write songs around them. And, it was very difficult, but it was a labor of love, and it's my favorite album I've done in a long time.
I can't wait to hear it.
I can't either. I can't remember that.
So if you had to pick, I know it's got to be almost impossible, but can you pick a favorite track on this album?
this month, and then 4 months went by, and I didn't get it, and then I got it for 3 weeks.
That would be tough. I know it's got to be tough.
I think the Father Time song, because it was one of the first riffs Chris ever said, oh, you woke up one way. He was probably like 13.
Okay.
He goes, wakes me up, and I put my headphones listening to Black Sabbath. I was like maybe 17.
Right.
I got this killer riff. And he had this guitar. He's like, wah-da-dan, I was like, wow, that's great. And that's what I ended up using.
How cool is that?
So that's probably my favorite.
So Father Time.
Father Time. That's, I think, the 4th song.
I had 3 shots of morphine before I
Wow,
left the
very cool.
hospital.
Yeah.
So I know this is a long time coming, and I know a lot of people have been anticipating this album for a long time.
I have.
Now this is your first solo album,
Get it over
right?
with.
Yes.
Now you also talked about doing a record, having a lot of guest musicians.
That's the next one.
That's going to be the next album with
I have
people like
some
Chuck
people.
Billy from Destiny.
Well, I've talked. I can't say anyone else, but I have talked to Chuck and Alex. They're going to do something, and I've got lots of friends, different bands. that we remain nameless right now in case they back out on me.
Right, of course.
But yeah, I'm going to do a JOP record and a like 7-song bonus thing with guests. Friends. Not guests, friends.
Now tonight are the guys from the John Oliva's Pain Band going to be playing with you during the solo performance?
No, it's just me and the drummer, Chris Ball.
Okay, very, very cool.
And all I'm doing is I just put together a little medley of things. Then I'm just going to play and sing on the piano, and Chris is going to do a little percussion stuff. And that's it, just something intimate, a few little stories. Because it was Chris's birthday on Wednesday.
Yeah,
He would have been 50 years old, so tonight's really more, to me, it's more about him.
That's the next
And
thing
plus I
now is
want
I'm
people
doing
to
the,
hear-
I'm going to do the non-aluminum.
Hear, some of the earliest stuff I ever wrote. I mean, a lot of it I didn't even remember.
And I'll tell you why. 'cause I work
Old, remember Kmart photos?
Oh, yeah.
But
I found a box, a shoebox full of old, crusty Kmart 90-minute cassettes that back in 1979, 80 you could buy for like $1.
Oh, wow.
And they had all these jewels on their little riffs.
I think that's
There's a song on the new album called Switch. And Chris bought a double mix like Jimmy Page. And after it took us 3 hours to tune it, and the very first riff Chris played on it was the beginning riff of the song called Whip, which I'll explain when we do it. Did you get all that? Nice guy, he doesn't talk too much.
Now how long has it been since the last JOP album?
all the stuff that I have access to.
I don't know. I don't know. A year and a half. Okay. I mean, you know, the JOP thing is like, you know, once Matt left us, passed away, I got really sad. It was like, I was very close to Matt. You know, and Matt loved my brother, and my brother loved Matt. He used to be my brother's magazine. My brother used to show Matt, and it was just so sad. And it just brought all that back to me. And I just had to go. I had to take a year off. You know, well, I took a year off from that. You know, my other obligations was to Trans-Siberia. Like, you know, so really, I haven't had a day off, but I'm thinking about 17 years. Maybe 18.
You were just in the studio for Trans-Siberia.
I was in there last night. Wow. And the night before. And then when the night you text me, I was playing this piano thing for the 47th time. He's like, no, I don't feel it. You don't. I was like, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck don't you feel? I don't feel it, John. I got it right at like 4 or 5.
Probably got it.
No, he'll probably have someone play over it. No, it came out good.
Awesome.
Yeah. The new TSO thing is going to be awesome.
So now when is that supposed to come out?
I think it comes out in November.
Okay. Very, very cool. That's definitely something to look forward to. And definitely can't. What?
Well, nothing. I was admiring your hats.
You want to try it on?
Yeah, I like this.
Notice he's the only one I give it to willingly.
Howdy, ma'am. Fight me, will you? There you go. It looks better on you.
Thank you very much.
You got the he's got the cowboy vibe going.
Well, I've been working on this place for a while.
Strong.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And so I definitely
Here, have a drink, folks.
have a drink on Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you. I want to come down when we get the. I got to read up. I come down. We'll do a whole.
Yeah, because
I'd like to come and hang out with you guys for a few hours. I think we're going to become good friends.
I think so too.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely come on Hellraisers Ball. You got an open.
I'm there, man. I'm there. I'll bring treats, hookers, and everything.
He said to me that
Hellraisers Ball right here at Bourbon Street. Mastermind is advertised. The Mountain King, John Oliva. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, and that was the John Oliver interview. And we actually have some. Are you talking to me about me having to change my voice
Look
around?
at me, I got no fucking teeth and shit. I got an excuse.
He's a gay guy's dream date right there, boy. I tell you.
That's right, you ain't never had it till you've been gummed.
There you go.
How much is it for some gumming, huh?
I don't swallow.
You don't swallow?
No, I don't swallow.
Not often.
He just rubs it in.
He just rubs it in. Yeah.
I'm homophobic.
Nice.
Stop the gay shit now.
So I'm gonna take speech lessons from Dana Piper.
Pretty cool interview, huh?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
It was a setting that you never get to see John in. You know, I mean, just
yeah, and I was just told today that we can actually work on bringing up the sound of the interview and minimizing the sound in the background.
Yeah, because it would have been really a lot nicer not hearing that dumb broad talking the whole time in the background.
Yeah,
I was listening to her, man. That was a pretty interesting interview.
Yeah,
it was, right? He wanted to do it there, and we just went with it.
It wasn't a gig. People,
right.
It wasn't put together as a gig. It was put together as a party.
Yeah, right.
Let's have fun. The only problem with the whole damn thing was Angie Campbell wasn't there with us. Because Angie has a real job in a real life.
In real life.
Yeah, she's into saving lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stuff.
Dr. Honey.
Dr. Honey, is that
That's
what they call
Dr.
it?
Honey, yes.
Helped save me a couple times more than once.
There you go.
Amen to that. But, yeah, it was interesting. New record, you know.
Yeah.
John, it's like his 33rd record.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
it.
albums for a guy. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you. And so you had a good time.
Oh yeah.
You were running around.
Oh yeah, a wonderful time. I was
being
there
a being a stage
fucking
Nazi
1
the whole
o'clock
night.
in the afternoon till.
I know, because
4 in the morning.
when I was leaving to go home, I saw you, Dan. I looked at you, and you were sweating like you were going to the chair or something. You know,
yeah,
miserable.
Seriously, you were in a full lather, man. It was like,
yeah.
you know.
Every sabotage gig ever.
Yeah.
Never a break. You know, it's like a maitre d'.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Take Caesar Sabatini's job from Alice Cooper. Hi, sit here. Have a drink. Have some food. Come in and hope you
Try
enjoy
the
your
meal.
stay. Have the meal.
Yeah.
Would you like the white wine spritzer, please? The poo-poo platter for two. Okay.
Johnny, these are my friends. Make sure they get the best.
So what are we doing now?
Well, we do have footage from the show from the John Oliva listening party, but we're not going to actually air it tonight. What I wanted to do was speak to the band that you were telling me
We're
about.
going to call
over
some guys in Texas. We're going to call Texas.
So tell us about this band, Secret of Boris.
A friend of mine who represents the band, this girl, Kelly Sherrill, who we've been dealing with about 8 years now. Very good ear out in Dallas. And she sends us stuff time to time. And she told me about this band in Texas. I listened to it. I called Oliva and said, you need to come over and check out this band. So John listened and said, well, we can work with this. Yeah, the number's 214. Oh, they don't care.
Unless DJ Slanderang, unless you want to bring American Fiction for
The only problem is who's that fucking Yankees hat? Unilever, the both of you.
God, here we go.
Uh-oh, now we're going to have
Yankees
Hey,
and a Boston.
you're from Baltimore.
I'm
over
a
there.
Baltimore
You just
guy. Yeah,
relax
we
there.
got 3/4 of the American.
Calm
League
down
East
there, Caliber.
covered, yeah.
Unless you want to bring American Fiction, and then we could do the phone call.
Yeah, we'll call see these guys answer. And so John and I listened to it, and John made a phone call to New York. They dug it. Blah, 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 blah. I flew to Dallas. I saw them in Austin, Texas, under less than admirable conditions. Band smoked. Just fucking smoked. They were great. They were really good. Very pro.
Now, this is at the South by Southwest.
Yeah, and singer-songwriter's uncle, Sam Taylor, did the first 4 King's X records. He did Galactic Cowboys, one of my favorite unknown bands. And
I remember them.
And the bass player's dad
they were
works
good.
for TSO at times for Clay Brothers Audio. So they kind of know what they're doing, you know, as far as the professional end of it, mixing, you know, playing live, making sure everything's right. I saw them. I was blown away by them. They sent us more songs. John, you know, wants to produce the record, co-produce the record. So they're going to do some shows in Dallas. I guess they're playing with Flyleaf. They're going to play with Paramore, which is not a good mix, but, you know, they draw in Dallas, so you know, they use them for support. And then we're going to get them here and get them to work and get them to Europe. Right? That's the plan anyways.
There you go.
And,
How would you describe this
well,
sound?
and some of the write-ups and some of the magazine articles they've had, and they have quite a few, it was Metallica meets Depeche Mode. So it was different, and you know, the guy's just a writing machine, and I see why John likes him so much, because when I walked into the guy's house, the first thing I saw was a picture of John Lennon. So I went, bingo. That's why Oliva likes us. He said, finally, a band with melody. You know, a band with, you know, the guy can sing, they write songs, it's not Screamo, it's not Cookie Monster, and it's just good, you know, and it's sellable. The main thing is it's sellable. Because rock and roll music in the States right now, it's pretty tough, man. It's a tough sell.
It is. It's a very tough sell.
You know, and to go to Europe, Europe is great. A lot of bands play there. It's great. Try to get paid.
Well, I think David could contest to this. Most of the bands from around here, especially more progressive style metal, wind up having to go to Europe to do the big festival tours.
Only place
Europe
you can
and
make
South
money.
America, correct?
Huh?
Europe and South America.
Yeah, South America it goes over pretty well, but especially Europe, though. I mean, that's really, you know, and then Japan's more of the 80s.
You know, I don't know why here in the States they don't do a lot more of those big festival style tours.
Well,
Americans are stupid.
I mean, we have like 98 Rock Fest and
Americans are stupid.
You have like the
that.
M3 and the Rocklahoma, and you know, and
Gentlemen,
Yeah, but there's not as many as in.
Come on,
Gentlemen.
the biggest song in
yes,
America.
yes.
I have
Yes,
Cameron
God.
on the line.
Who?
Cameron Taylor.
Cameron Taylor.
You're live on Hellraisers Ball, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you feeling tonight?
Yeah, I feel great, man.
Very cool.
Can he
Oh,
hear you?
yeah.
Can you hear Dana?
Cameron,
I
can you
don't
hear me?
hear Dana.
Talk right
Talk,
into
talk to him.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
All right, so I gotta eat the mic. You never
Yeah,
had
you gotta
been gummed.
So now what does Cameron do in the band again?
Cameron plays guitar, sings, and they writes a lot of the songs, and is the front man. And they're all very creative. So yeah, you have pick any track on it; they're all good. But retro's really good. Any like track 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Cameron, tell us about the band Secret of Boris. How did the band come about?
Well, we actually do have song titles, Dana.
I just told him.
it's funny you said that because I'm sitting here thinking the exact same things. That their songs are named track 1 and track 2 and track 3. Right?
Hey, I smoke weed. I can't remember shit.
I swear, I was sitting here exactly thinking exactly what you are, buddy. So I'm on your side.
Hey, Cameron.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's actually for catalog reasons. That way, we come up first and everything.
Right.
But no, man, we just I started playing with some guys a long time ago, and the sound has kind of progressed, through the years and through various members. But I've got a good group of guys, and full steam ahead, man. It's just it's been a trip, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes next.
Very cool. And so, how would you describe your sound?
It's definitely a modern rock sound, but with elements of, there's a little prog in there maybe. There's some pop, but we're definitely a rock band at the heart of it. But we all listen to so many different things that we try to incorporate as much as possible.
Yeah, because I got to listen to a bunch of the tracks, and I could definitely hear a lot of different influences, but it's kind of hard to pin it down, which is good. That's a good thing.
Oh, I appreciate that.
We should listen to track 7 because
some of the guys are, into various whatever, and somehow we all make it work.
Very cool. Now, Cameron, did you actually pick this track that we're going to hear?
Man, you know what? If it's one of ours, sure, I picked it. But no, I assume Dana did that, whatever number he picked.
Okay.
Let's do the Watcher. Let's listen to the Watcher. All these are good, man. It's hard. John and I had a hell of a time.
Which one does Cameron want to hear? How about he picks it?
Go ahead, Cameron.
Hey, you know what, Dana?
Oh, the Watcher's fine, man. I love the Watcher.
Okay.
Dana.
Yes, sir.
I think you picked that one because it's closer to 420.
Is that it?
It's 414, yeah.
Oh, okay. And we're going to be talking about a 420 concert that's coming up over at, where are they playing, though? Over at the Brass Mug, though, right? No, Bourbon Street, right?
I heard Secret of Boris is playing 420 at Trees.
In Dallas,
Secret of Boris is playing 420 at the Hangar in Greenville, Texas.
Oh, in Greenville. Oh, I thought you were... Oh, no, it's Trees, May something, right?
Yes, May 10th at Trees with Parabell.
That's right.
Hey, Cameron, before we get into your song, I have a question to ask you. Because
Sure.
it's been a while since I've been to Dallas, but okay, and this is really important. Is Million Dollar Saloon or the Ritz still there?
Man, I don't even know. The only thing that's here that I know of is, we got the clubhouse. But as far as those go, they're probably Home Depots by now.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the clubhouse Minnie's place?
These were the best strip clubs in the country, back in the 80s. So that's the reason. Yeah, that's why I had to ask. So, okay.
No, they're not. They weren't there when I was there in the 90s, actually.
I know. I just, I had to ask, man. Those are important questions to me. So,
Absolutely.
So, let's play this song.
So let's hear it. So what?
Cool.
The Watcher.
This is the Watcher right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Why would I let you hide me
Watcher right here on the Hellraisers Ball. Awesome track. Definitely, really, the guitar in that song is amazing. Great vocal harmonies and everything. It wasn't over?
Yeah, there was
Can
a
we play any
little
more
tag, there was a
songs
little
or-
tag
no?
at the end.
Uh-huh.
And Cameron, sorry about that little mismatch. We were looking up something on Facebook. And
Hey, are we allowed to play one more quick track?
Well, yeah, I was going to suggest we do another
Track 7.
what's
What we became.
Which track is that?
John and I, and Kelly, and hopefully the band agrees, but this is the one that we want to put as a single. Because it's a departure from what's out there right now. And it's got slide guitar in it. How cool is that?
That is cool. And what's the name of it?
What we became.
What you became.
What you became.
What you became. I don't know. I smoke pot. I just listen.
Obviously,
You
a
bring-
lot.
I'm a great
Obviously,
A&R guy.
lot, too,
I'm a
yeah.
great A&R guy.
Yeah.
Same song. Who gives a shit?
This is the
Good.
single, but I don't know the name of it. This is the hit, but I don't know the name of it.
It's called 7.
Hey, I can go.
It's track
I'm
7.
gonna pop a top. I got $20 in my pocket. That's your fault, Cameron Taylor.
Yeah, well, I had to expose you to that.
Thank you.
All he cares about is it has slide guitar in it.
Right, that's all he cares
I
about. Well,
know.
he's a Warren Haynes fan.
I know.
Warren Haynes, Dwayne Allman. Let's get
Right,
it straight
okay.
there, buddy.
All right, both. I like Warren Haynes.
I like Warren Haynes too. He's a
Okay.
good guy, but Dwayne
All right.
Allman's the guy.
All right, I think we
I'm
have
a
it all.
Fruit of the Loom guy
we have
myself.
it all. Yeah.
He wasn't too bad.
Really? You do the Tidy Whitey thing?
Play the song, man. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so this is What You Became right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
Say
Hello?
Yeah, Secret of Boris. I was waiting for the music to end. It was still going on.
Well, I think when
That
he
was-
says you,
It never
I think when he says you can talk, you can go ahead and talk.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
I was still
yeah.
waiting for it to kind of end. And that was what you became, featuring air drums by Dana Piper.
That's right.
How'd he do?
He was doing great.
I suck. I can't even play guitar.
His meter was way off.
Way
yeah,
off.
Yeah, it was.
I thought the hi-hat thing was kind of cool,
He
though.
freaking dropped
Yeah.
the stick and actually bent over to pick it up.
Yeah,
I could do triples with my fingers, though.
there you go. No banging on the table. It
I'm
drives,
John Bonham.
it drives DJ Slam Durango crazy.
Where's
Yeah,
the Yankees?
you always
guy?
know that
Where's
a drummer's
the-
at your door when the knock speed's up.
Right.
So
So tell us a little bit about that track. What inspired it?
Lyrically, man, it's just it's basically about anybody who will do anything to get to the top, and I don't exclude myself, but I get to kind of take a stance of pointing fingers or whatever just for the sake of the song. But I just remember watching things like CNN and just news stations, and excuse me, it was a few years ago when I wrote the song, and all these terrible things were happening as they always do. But then, top of the headline on CNN is something about, I don't know, Britney Spears or Lindsay Lohan or one of the Kardashians. Like, that's what makes, the top story. And I just was kind of disgusted by it and went, God almighty, like, how do these people get to where they are?
Right.
So, and that's kind of where lyrically that came from. Musically, I just was playing around on my keyboard and came out with that first little lick and went, oh, that's cool. The band will probably hate it, so I'm going to do it anyway.
So the only good thing that came
And
out of
it
that nonsense
definitely
media.
kind of was a struggle to get them to do it, but once they did, they kind of walked into it and went, okay, you were right. It's like, thanks.
So,
Very cool.
so the only thing that came out of that nonsense media was that song. Good, that is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like you, I don't understand. Because I watch CNN all the time, and just some of the crap that you really. Do I have to hear about Lindsay Lohan? Really?
It's America.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, it's one thing if it's Fox, because that's all ridiculous all the time. But when CNN comes along and it's the same thing, I'm like, well, I'm just going to turn it off because, I'd rather watch, Jon Stewart.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you. And so, as far as where the band is heading now, what are you guys planning on doing? You have a lot of other gigs.
They're coming to Florida.
Oh, you good? That was my next question.
Yeah, they're coming to Florida.
Oh, we bringing them to Florida?
We're bringing them to Florida. They're going to be working with John. And we have some interest already, and we're going to go from there. And the plan is to get the package done here and then get them on the plane tickets, and they'll probably land in Heathrow, and away they go.
There you go.
That's it. That's the plan. Send them to Europe and let them go play. Do what Coldplay did. Break over there where it's not rap music and foolishness of American media, basically, And people actually go to school there and kind of graduate. They're not worried about playing hoops and playing football and how much money they can make when they get out of school and leave early, that kind of shit.
Right.
Because our mentality in America is about grab the money now because it's just how it is. Greed is very prevalent here.
Very true.
And over there, like when Dave was talking about playing progressive songs, they accept different music, whereas America is pigeonholed into, here, you're going to listen to this because this is what we're playing.
Right.
The blues guys that Keith Richards and Jimmy Page and Clapton and Jeff Beck embraced, you couldn't play that in America. It was racist, you couldn't do that. The blues were not cool. But the English were like, wow, this is great shit.
Well, they were trying to do it here.
No, they weren't.
Well, yeah, Elvis and
Elvis.
He never left the country.
He never left the country.
Pat Boone.
Farthest west he ever went was Hawaii, and that was it, buddy.
Yeah, he made.
No, but the whole rock and roll thing, they were trying to kind of mix it up and bring black music and blues and rhythm and blues and
Hey,
everything.
look! If these guys,
into the
can go to Europe and cut their teeth over there, that'd be great for them. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it'd be great for 'em.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the way I look at it, all the greatest bands that ever, as far as I'm concerned, come from Europe anyway. So let's get them over there and and get that European mentality in them.
Yeah.
And that's
And of course, with John's,
Plus, they can
knowledge
play
of Europe and the fan base that he has there. His name is naturally going to help. I mean, Dave Ellison listened to the band, thought it was great, and everybody thinks it's great, and we think it's great. And just, got to get to work.
Very cool.
Cameron they all have day gigs, so, just.
So Cameron, how can people find out more?
Day gigs?
Cameron's a
you don't have your teeth in, so I thought you said gay gigs. I'm like, dude, these guys, come on.
Day gigs. Like day job.
I was like, man,
actually, the coolest thing about the whole band is the two dogs, Dexter and Bella.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, the dog.
The dogs are cool?
Yeah, he's got a dog, a little Lhasa Apso. Looks just like my Shih Tzu.
That's what I got. I have a Lhasa Apso, too.
Yeah, he's got a Lhasa Apso.
You have a Lhasa Apso?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Oh, the dogs are...
I would have pictured you as a Lhasa Apso.
And he says the dogs aren't allowed on the couch because I bring them right up on the couch.
I used to have a...
Don't feed the dogs.
I used to have a German Shepherd, and I've had a few really ugly girlfriends that were dogs, so yes, but but my Lhasa Apso is the coolest dog on the planet, so...
Very cool.
Hey.
There you go.
So you live in Dallas, correct, Cameron?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you guys play around there a lot? Are you playing out regularly, or is it just more you just doing studio stuff, or?
No, man. We play Dallas quite often. We try to get out as much as we can, and we're always writing and recording. We actually just we have our bass player runs a studio at our rehearsal hall, so we've got easy access to all that stuff, which is quite nice.
Yeah, that's
what
definitely
studio is that?
We got a rehearsal place over there. It's got like 40 rooms in it.
Yeah,
is it Universal?
It's huge.
Is it Universal Rehearsals?
No, it's Pro Rehearsal.
Oh, Pro Rehearsal. Yeah, I know them.
Yeah, huge place.
Is it?
Yeah, but how many rooms they have in there, Cameron?
Yeah, I don't know. It's about 40, something like that. I haven't counted. I don't know. I remember the first time I walked out, it looked like The Shining. I'm like, we're not going to practice
Holy shit.
here. But I've been here for 9 years.
That's a big rehearsal space.
I played in Dallas a lot back in, but it was mostly in the the 80s and late 90s or 90s. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And so, Cameron, tell us a little bit about how people could find you guys on online and get more information about the band, where they could hear your music, that type of stuff.
Well, basically anything with .com/Secret Boris you can go to. I mean, there's Facebook. We're on Reverb Nation, iTunes, Amazon, I believe. I mean, I think there's still a MySpace floating out there if anybody still wants to, take a step backwards.
Yeah.
But
do you even ever visit your MySpace page anymore?
I'll get my fax machine out and
yeah.
It's the same thing
the
to me.
The sad part is that I thought MySpace actually had a better platform for music than Facebook. They used to.
You know what I hate about MySpace is that it was like a montage of crap. You didn't know where to look. That's what.
Okay, but look, it didn't start that way though. It started off, being something for bands, and it was really cool, and then it got convoluted really quick, and by the end of it, it was like, forget it. I mean, you can't find anything.
No, I think the original platform, the way they had it set up, was a lot more.
Well, and Facebook's kind of going the same direction MySpace is, because it's getting a little confusing at times too. So I mean,
Well, now they're starting to they have all these things now where you could link Facebook to other applications and different things. So it does get a little.
Well, yeah, you can link it to Reverb Nation and and all sorts of things So that part of it's cool. So
right.
And I'm sure these guys' Facebook page does the same thing. So
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And also we do have a website, secretofboris.com, so you can go there as well.
Very cool. And YouTube, obviously.
Would you say,
you guys
Dana?
are on YouTube.
Only thing I do on the computer is the Bruins and the Red Sox.
Yeah, right.
He just looks up the sports scores.
And YouPorn.
And YouPorn, YouPorn.com. Gumjobs.com.
Yeah, gummydrops.com.
I couldn't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of 50s.
Nice. I'm not going to argue with that either.
Yeah.
So we're saying goodbye to Cameron, so I'm going to go take a
I can
piss.
say right now.
What's that?
I can go to the bathroom. Cameron, be good. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, Cameron, thank you. Thank you for talking to us. And we'll definitely...
9 more songs. Hurry up.
I think he can hear you, dude. I can hear you.
And actually, we'd love to give you a call again and get you on the show again, and we'll play some more tracks.
Hey, sounds great, man. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Cameron. Good
Tell
luck.
the guy just said hey.
Good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay, take care.
Have a good one.
Very cool. Yeah, those guys are definitely different. I like the vibe.
They're not
I like the vibe
same
that they
run
got.
the mill.
I like the fact that it's like David was saying. You could hear some influences, like you mentioned, some Alice in Chains, Little Brother King,
and it's so
that
hard.
type of thing.
It's so hard to
totally original
yeah.
nowadays.
It's impossible. I mean, Christ, they could go all the way back and say, "Sounds like Elvis."
Yeah,
come on.
But you can't really pigeonhole it.
No.
And they have a
Jimmy
good.
Page made a lot of records.
Yeah,
and steal other people's lists.
Very true. But you can't really. Yeah, actually, can we bring the guys from American Fix in here? Actually, which video are we gonna play? Do you know? Do you have it queued up yet?
Oh, everybody's scaling the room at one time, huh?
Okay, so what? I didn't do it. I didn't do it, and I ain't claiming it. Wasn't me. Redline? Okay, so this is American Fix Redline right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
This next one's off our first CD also. This next song is called Redline Junkie.
Yeah, American Fix, Redline Junkie. And right now we're joined by two of the guys from American Fix. Introduce yourself, guys.
Dana Walsh, guitar.
Mike Chaney, drums.
Awesome. And so you guys played over at the John Oliva's listening party.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Awesome set. Sounded great. So we've had Dana on the show before. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name's Mike. Me and Dana started the band.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
You always said it like, "Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a Capricorn. I like slow dancing."
I don't know. Maybe I'm looking for a date. Whatever.
Oral sex, long walks on the beach.
We're going to be launching the .com in another week or two. You never know.
Was it me or is that the other one that noticed that? I was just like,
we can put a little personal page.
Either that or, "Hi, my name's Mike. I'm an alcoholic. I sniff glue."
I don't know about the glue, man.
You know, we'll put a little.
But you're an alcoholic, right?
Maybe.
Right on.
We'll put a little coming out page on the
working though.
You know, why not? That's
No,
fun.
yeah, no, I've known Mike for about 20 years, man. We've been playing in bands back and forth, opening for each other and jamming together. He's been in a couple big bands around the Tampa Bay area. Nothing,
Very cool.
nothing on a national scale for really either one of us.
But bands we would have heard of?
I don't know. Tortured Soul. He's done a few other. Cyanide Pie. He was
Tortured
Cyanide
Soul, Cyanide Pie. Played in a band called Enemy of God for a short period.
Very cool.
Mike. Into that crazy guy.
Different stuff.
Yeah, a little more of the Jenna Torture stuff.
You know, I mean,
mostly like death metal.
Some, yeah. Cyanide Pie was more of a rock, punkish kind of thing.
Okay.
It was like Nikki Sixx
little
listening
goth
to 9
twist
Inch
to it.
doing acid or something.
Yeah,
that's
it
more
was
like what
out
it was
there.
about. Yeah, no, that's
It's out
interesting.
there.
No, I remember you had the stocking over your head,
Oh,
and the
I did.
handgun, and you were running in the convenience store. I'm just saying.
I did. I looked like I was going to rob somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Did you?
things were scary back then. I was worried about my bro.
Yeah.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, we were going to have you guys actually play here tonight because we weren't sure if this was going to be the last broadcast from the RockSlamRadio.com headquarters or not, and we wanted to kind of leave the walls, reverberating with the effects of us being here for a little while.
That's it.
But that's still actually up in the air. We're still not sure as to what's really going on here. But we are here tonight, so it was a great show.
Yes.
But one of the reasons we're here tonight is because you have another big show coming up.
Yeah, we got
Right.
another show on
420.
Yeah, 420. Our anniversary there. You can just say
420 Metal Fest.
Right.
Yeah,
And now that's going to be also at Bourbon Street.
Yeah,
correct?
that's a Bourbon Street. Yeah, up
Yep.
in Newport Richie, and that's going to be with Contorted, some good friends of ours from Tampa. Jack Mantra, another band that we just hooked up with. Actually, we're recording over at our studio now. We're finishing up 5 songs for them. And Rip Torn, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 12th, they're opening for Exodus over at the Orpheum.
Very cool.
Which I would have loved to get that gig.
Yeah.
I dig those dudes.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, Exodus has always been
I've been a fan. Underrated. They got Capitol Records, but they never got the push because of the singer, I think, because of Steve.
Maybe. They were one of my favorite bands, actually, with the original singer, Paul Bailoff, the very first album, Bonded by Blood. Yeah. And I'm actually trying to get permission to cover the show this Friday on April 12th over at the Orpheum, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's Dave Hunley's place, if I'm not mistaken. Dave from No Clubs, Dave.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And so I already put in a request, with the band, management and with the club. So
yeah, and Dave's an awesome guy too. Yeah. I mean, Dave's always. I mean, he was at the State Theater. He's been a staple, Dave Hunley, for God ever since I've got here 25 years. And he's always cool. He's the kind of guy he'd rather talk to you one-to-one and just have fun and then we'll do business. But let's just talk. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be human.
Very cool.
So
yeah, that should be an amazing show. And I know that they're on the Metal Alliance tour with Anthrax, and Anthrax I think is actually playing at the House of Blues in Orlando.
Oh, okay. The same night.
That same night.
Oh man, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that is a bummer.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn as to where I would actually want to be because Anthrax on this tour is doing the entire Among the Living album.
In
its entirety.
Yeah, that's slamming, man.
And Exodus is in support on that tour, but they're not playing that show. They're playing here at the Orpheum.
I think Exodus, they're on our old label, Nuclear Blast, if I'm not mistaken, over in Germany. Yeah.
In fact, I was just watching
great album. That new album is, I mean, it's like getting hit in the head by Mike Tyson. I mean, right out of the gate, man, it'll chew your ear right off. No doubt.
It's amazing. It's
old Mike Tyson or the new
the new Mike Tyson?
I don't know. The one you choose here.
Mike Tyson after the face tattoo.
I'll knock you out.
Gonna knock you out. Well, I don't know. He can afford a tiger. I don't know.
I still wouldn't want that guy to hit me.
You saw him in the movie The Hangover?
Yeah, that's
the Hangover
with
Part
the
2.
tiger.
That's hilarious.
Awesome. I've met him many times, and I've seen him very drunk many times. And he's
have you? I've never got a chance.
Yeah, he was in a strip club I used to go to in Scottsdale. He was in there many times, and he signed 2 boxing gloves for me, so it was nice of him.
Awesome.
But, I got to meet him at a dealership in Manhattan.
Oh, did you
really?
really?
He was trying to pick up my cousin.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah. That was nice.
That's pretty funny.
What's his name?
Is your cousin? That's what
Actually, it was Victoria, but
Oh man.
Oh man, that was,
Was
just
it
too easy.
Was it
Yeah,
Victor
I
or Victoria?
Yeah, it was-
I didn't want to do it.
So
I'm gonna leave it up to me. I'll do it.
Is she white?
He's not gonna even answer you.
He's not going to answer. Because I always thought that DJ Slam Durango had a little more ethnic blood in him.
you think I was Puerto Rican or something?
No, I wasn't going to say Hispanic.
No, he thought you just had ethnic blood in you. From the waist up, I imagine. You know.
More than likely. Yeah.
How do you know about my waist?
Dude, don't even get in it with me.
Like around the yellow.
Dave?
Like around the yellow.
You really want to do this?
The lower chin. You know, the yellow's the lower chin area.
Yeah.
I don't hang out at those kind of places. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
You don't? You don't, huh?
Oh lord.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
So we got 420 Metal Fest coming up.
Yes, we do. And then again, I'm going to plug another show while I'm here, guys. It's the 27th at the Brass Mug.
Right.
Yep. And we're playing with Contorted. God, I'm going to have to get my phone out. I can't even remember the other bands. So. I apologize, guys.
Well,
I will get it right.
Take again there. We'll get it right. Maybe we can pull it up on online here and see.
Is it on Facebook?
Yeah, it should be.
In the meantime, why don't we play the another video from
the John Oliva show?
From the John Oliva show.
Okay, yeah, we got another one.
Which one do you want to hear?
Dead Man's Hand.
You got it queued up there, DJ Slam Durango?
It's all ready.
Okay, this is American Fix, Dead Man's Hand, right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
This is up our first CD. This next song is Dead Man's Hand.
Yeah, American Fix right here on the Hellraisers Ball. And so tell us a little bit about that track that we just heard.
Dead Man's. Both those tracks that we played tonight are off our first CD. We only kind of got a half hour the other night, so we basically kept our mouths shut. We got up there, we played our thing, we got off as quick
You guys
as
played
we
a couple
could.
of Pantera songs.
Yeah, we did a couple of covers, to get everybody moving there. Because playing the Aliva show like that, I was totally surprised. I mean, from what you just heard to piano renditions of John's stuff.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I looked at Chris Kindner. I'm like, Chris, how the hell
what is
did
going
we
on?
even get this gig?
Right.
I don't understand it. I mean, it didn't make sense, but
Well, I know
we've
the
known
guy.
John
I know
and
the
everybody
guy who
forever.
put it together, so I could kind of figure it out.
Yeah, we share the same name, so maybe that's it.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, I could figure out how that happened. But yeah, I did expect them to do a little bit of something different.
Yeah.
As far as with, I knew we were going to be listening to the solo album, which was a lot more in line with the type of music that you guys play.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely had the Aliva tinge, the whole Sabbath thing going on. Plus
Definitely.
a little ELP, like John was saying, and a few others. You could,
Yeah. But
Piano, you could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. You could hear the keyboard in there and stuff like that, but it was definitely more progressive metal. You could hear like the heavier, roots of his sound, and so. But I didn't expect that the entire night he was going to be doing mostly. Keyboard with the drums.
Yeah, I was totally floored. I didn't even know Kinder was coming. I mean, I thought he was coming, Chris. I just didn't know he was going to play. So we're moving our stuff out, and I seen these drums. I'm like, oh, damn, all right.
Well, what would have been cool is that not that they should have announced it, but if they would have had like John Oliva's Pain back him up on like a couple of tracks.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and that's what I thought it was. I
thought that
my first post
when I saw Joe Diaz and I saw that his Sabbath band was playing.
Yeah,
I kind of thought that might have been in the mix somewhere. That they were planning something like that.
Yeah. I was totally floored by the whole evening, man. It was great though. I stayed until 3:30.
Sabbath thing was pretty cool. John actually got up and he joined in on the Wizard. It was out of sight, man.
Yeah, I got some phone fit of that.
Really cool.
The audio is horrible.
We have actually I have some video of it too, and the audio came out good.
Really good.
And so I didn't get a chance to talk to Joe Diaz or any of the guys.
Yeah.
To see if they would be okay with me airing it, because I know they didn't have their.
I was talking to Todd. Todd used to play drums with me in Degradation.
Yeah, they'd be cool with it. Because,
Todd's. Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried.
I'll talk to him again. I'll put him in touch with you. But I don't want to speak to anybody.
Yeah, if they give me permission, we'll air it next week.
Yeah.
I thought it was damn close, to old school Black Sabbath. They had a real good sound. They played a lot of songs that. Most I think most Ozzy / Sabbath tribute bands wouldn't.
Yeah.
They play some of the more
diverse.
obscure stuff, which was great.
Yeah, I cut my teeth on Sabbath, so that's an easy sell for me.
Yeah, it was really good.
Plus, us guitar players got it easy. We got Iommi. It's the bass player and the drummers that got it hard playing Sabbath covers.
Oh hell yeah,
Dylan Geezer,
especially
and
the
Bill
Geezer
Ward.
Butler stuff. I mean, he's probably arguably. If you're going to cover Sabbath songs, that's probably the most difficult instrument is, I would say, the bass.
Yeah. I was hoping David was going to get up the other night and maybe do something. I thought maybe there was something going to go on there.
That would have been cool, too. I don't think we had time.
Nobody knew any culture club, so I couldn't.
I knew it.
I seen him over there. I come over and said hi to him. I was all cocked and lit.
Dude, I asked for culture club. Nobody knew any Wham. I was just like, that's why I laughed.
I saw you had your headphones on and you were listening to Wham. So.
Yeah, I was. Wake me up, man.
So I figured that. I figured that was coming.
You know what? No, I wasn't going to get up and sing. I had no intentions. I was just down there because was asked me to come down and see what's up. And that was fine with me. And
it was.
I'm the new kid in this area, so that was really officially that was the first time I met John. I met John way back in the '80s, but that was really the first time, and I only got to talk to him for just a few minutes, and so. No, I didn't. Otherwise, I had no intention.
That would have been awesome, though, man. I
Yeah.
thought as soon as I seen you, I was like, "Holy shit, that's
It would have been cool.
Hey, man, what's up?"
I think if
Like,
if they did a JOP thing and there was a full lineup, there would have been a better chance of that happening.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
More than likely. And when I saw Jason Jennings outside at first, and then I saw Joe Diaz, and Chris Kinder was already there, I was like, maybe there's something going on here more than
I know. I was
more than what
Jerry Outlaw. Get down
yeah,
there.
he was
What's
the
up, dude?
he was the only one that was
Come
missing.
on, Jerry, where you
So,
at?
Yeah,
We love you,
if
man.
if he showed up, I would have thought that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Just like an impromptu type thing where they didn't announce it because I don't know if they would have announced that. I don't think they would have had enough room in Bourbon Street for them.
No, that would have been
Who?
tough.
Who are we talking about?
If John Olive is paying what to back him up on the solo material,
okay.
or if they did a little JOP thing,
Okay.
in addition to the listening party.
Yeah.
If they would have announced that, and I think that they would have had a problem as far as fitting everybody in there.
Yeah.
So I would have understood if that would have been something they just did kind of off the cuff.
Yeah.
So.
What'd you think about it, Mike?
I thought it was a great night. I did. I loved it. It was different than the Sabotage stuff that I'd heard before, so I'm not too familiar with the John Oliva's Pain.
Yeah. And the thing that I thought was kind of cool about the material that's coming out is that this is all Chris Oliva.
I heard him talking about how one of the riffs was wrote by Chris.
Yeah,
one
well,
of the songs in
a
particular.
lot of them.
Yeah.
Just little bits and pieces that he kind of went back to like old tapes, cassette tapes, and listened back to just little snippets and recordings and took a little piece of one riff and a little part of another and kind of built songs around it.
Yeah.
Which, that kind of inspired me too, because I was like, how much of that stuff I have laying around, just like I'm sure you do too. I mean, you were telling me you got recordings of everything from all the way back when you were like 15, 16 years old. So I'm sure you got a ton of just like, little cassette recordings of jamming to the guitar or whatever. Who knows what little gems are kind of laying there. Most of it's probably useless. But
probably. If I did it, I'm going to speak for myself. It probably is useless.
But there has to be some. But you never know. There could be.
There might be something I find in there, but it'd probably be green.
More than likely,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot I put that in.
Some little nugget of
knowledge.
Wisdom.
Yeah. We'll call it
nugget.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Now I think we also have a production video that you guys did, right?
Yeah, Mike, why don't you give us a lead in on this one, bro?
This one's My Life. It's from our new CD. Aggressive. It's an aggressive song. Probably going to be the first track.
Yep, definitely our single. Huh?
Probably going to be the first track on the CD.
Mike's like, dude, you just put me on the spot, man.
You did.
It's aggressive.
Well, you know what it is?
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Just staying true.
Honestly, this song, it's a thrash metal punker kind of vibe to it that reminds me a lot of like Metallica Garage Days kind of thing.
Is it aggressive?
It's aggressive.
Right on.
Yes.
Bite your fucking head off.
He's come
See,
out.
that's what we want to hear.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Type shit.
Get out of that
Aggressive.
nutshell, Mike.
Yeah.
Because it's not aggressive, I'm leaving.
Yeah, if it's not aggressive, we're going to end the show before we play it.
It is.
It wouldn't be the Hellraisers Ball.
It wouldn't be Hellraisers Ball.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's great.
And hey, ladies,
gotta be-
he is single. He's quite a catch. I swear to God.
Actually, you know what's really fun? We have
He's a Capricorn.
a lot of people automatically assume that the music we're going to play on this show is really aggressive.
Yes.
Okay, like rip your head off type.
Yeah, no, you guys
thrash and
go
death
all
metal
across
and
the
everything.
board. That's the best.
And that would be a wrong assumption because
Yes.
we've played a lot of different things all the way across the board from
Yes.
obviously the more progressive and melodic metal like Michael Schenker and
Yes.
and things like that.
Well,
to,
just the stuff we just played a little while ago.
right. And we've even had people come in and perform acoustically
Yeah.
and folk.
And the other time you guys were
songs
doing
and-
you guys were
so-
with Todd and that, like you guys were saying.
Well, right after this, we're going to end it. It's hard to communicate with you. I can't see you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
We need a little open window on the computer or something. That way I can. Let me see. I know you can do it.
Watch, he's standing there in a thong. Watch this.
Oh, no mankinis.
That's pretty good.
Get used to that look because he's planning on chopping all his hair off. He told me.
Oh my God.
That's what he said.
Well, he's a Yankee fan. He already shaved his face.
Yeah.
I told him if he cuts his hair, is he going to shave the New York Yankee insignia on the side of his head? He said, "Of course."
There you go. Don't be like Scott Ian, man.
No,
Get busted
hell.
down here stealing home plate from the Yankees.
Yeah,
Did you
Legend,
hear that?
Legend Field, right?
Yeah, dude.
Well, they're
Yeah.
huge fans, and
Yeah.
they don't. Well, I'm from the Bronx. I happen to like the Yankees.
Are you ready for my life?
Yes, we are.
I've been ready.
Okay,
That's it. Is
this
it aggressive?
Is it aggressive?
I think it's
Is
aggressive.
this an aggressive song?
It best be aggressive.
Is this the aggressive mix version? That's what I want to know.
And hey,
It
everybody
is.
out there,
All right.
please take your headphones off and turn it down just a little bit because this one
Called
will.
My Life.
This one's loud.
Marcidi.
Down in front.
So this is
Welcome to America.
track number.
Number one.
It is the first.
Number one.
We need the track now. We got to stay in line
That's
with Dana
it.
Piper.
There could be only one.
It's taking every bit of my being to not take the shred. So tired of the way you talk to me. It kills me that you have no respect. And it's the way you look down on me, as if who I am doesn't matter. I think I'm going to blow a fuse and make the hate flow through for you. I'm ready to snap, and I won't quit. You can't stop me. You deserve what you get. I'm ready to snap, and I won't quit. You can't stop me. You deserve what you get. Fill in your own time. This is my life. Fill in your own time. Fill in your own time. This is my life. Fill in your own time. Fill in your own time. This is my life. Fill in your own time. Fill in your own time. This is my life. Fill in your own time. And now I feel your time has come. And now I feel your time has come. Ignorant, self-proclaimed messiah, sitting on top of your mental health. Your ego makes me sick and violent. I wanna hurt you for the thrill. And as I finish what you started, with an evil, vengeful grin, and if you still can't get my point, then let me tell you once again, I'm ready to snap, and I won't quit. You can't stop me. You deserve what you get.
American Fix, My Life, right here on the Hellraisers Ball.
That wasn't aggressive. That was a love song, man.
Was that a love song?
I heard "Going Down on Me" or
JC,
something
guess
like
what?
that. Yeah.
Is that what you heard?
All right, sweetheart.
No, you
JC, guess what?
What?
Your time has come.
My time has come,
That's it.
so let it be written.
That's it. Well, we'd like to thank JC and David for having us over here.
Absolutely.
And DJ
Well,
Durango.
DJ
I'm sorry,
Slam
Slam Durango. Sorry.
DJ Slam Durango.
See, at least I remember that. I didn't even remember the bands we're playing with.
Right. Well, actually, we if we had more time, we could have looked it up. But we'll just try to have you on before then, and you could tell us what's coming up over at the Brass Mug. More than likely, I'll be over at Bourbon Street when you guys play on the 20th.
Right on.
And
420
for the 420 Metal Fest over there, and I'm sure they won't
What
give
day
me
is
a
that?
hard.
Is that a Friday or Saturday?
I think
Saturday.
it's a Saturday. Yeah. I'm sure they won't give me a hard time if I want to cover the show.
No.
So maybe I could actually.
You can ask somebody. I think we know somebody in the band.
Yeah. Do you mind if I cover the show and we get some video footage and stuff like that?
More than welcome. Come on out.
He's a Capricorn. Watch it.
We'll get the rest of his stats the next time.
And he's an alcoholic.
Of course, I want to mention that tonight's show is being brought to you. This is the only reason he didn't cut me off yet.
Oh.
Tonight's show is being brought to you by Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway.
Right on.
Go to Sam Ash Music Stores on Dale Mabry Highway. See sales manager Eddie Caffel, a.k.a. DJ Slam Durango, and he'll
Need a
give you
kazoo.
some. Yeah, you'll get a free kazoo.
Get a free kazoo.
You can get a free kazoo or pay an extra 15% at the door.
There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
But you go to Sam Ash and you'll get some great deals on some new gear or trade in your old gear if you have any old gear you want gear.
Get an old kazoo.
If you have an old kazoo, you'll get 15% off. If you don't, you got to pay more money. And there's a $5 exit fee that goes directly to Hellraisers Ball.
That's it.
Right. And make sure that you tell them that you heard it on Hellraisers Ball and that JC wants his commission. I've been waiting a fucking year to get my commission.
Speaking of accident, let's get the hell out of here.
I actually said that I would offer them my social security number. They could put me in the computer. I'll pick up my check every 2 weeks.
Yada, yada,
it
yada.
doesn't have to be complicated.
Come on
I
now.
I want to actually thank the guys, Cameron from Secret of Boris, for talking to us tonight. Of course, John Oliva.
Mr. David Van Landing.
Of course, David Van Landing.
Yeah, he doesn't even introduce me anymore. He just well,
because he's now
the guy to my left.
He's now a permanent co-host.
I'm just
He's not a guest anymore.
You've replaced the other blondes that
he's become the blonde on the left.
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm on the left too. How the hell did that happen, man?
Actually, I'm on his right.
Well, not according to the people at home. If you look.
Oh, I guess you're right. Okay.
You're on my right, but you're on the left of the screen.
Right.
That was complicated for someone that used to sit over here once before. She couldn't.
Yeah, it used to be over there where the drum kit was. I remember.
Yeah, and actually, originally it was in the other studio in Clearwater.
Oh.
But yeah, I want to thank, of course, John Oliva for letting us come out and interview him, and of course cover the show, and hopefully we'll be able to get to that footage next week. Of course, Mr. David Van Landing for putting up my shit, starting the show late every week, and always being here before me and being patient.
Oh,
and
I don't know if I'm patient, but I'm here.
Aggressive,
man. Yeah,
aggressive.
Yeah. I'm here.
He's here. And so,
I come and sit in this chair, put my headphones on,
and so next week we will have the Queensryche footage.
Yeah, we'll bring that in,
and we'll actually play the Queensryche footage with David singing "Eyes of a Stranger."
Nice.
Did you see that?
Have you seen it yet?
I did not. No, and I need to.
Yeah, I got up with him.
Yeah.
House
No,
of
it was
Blues
really
in
good.
Orlando.
Yeah,
that was
really
fun.
good.
That was a good time. I have to admit, that was a good time.
I also want to make a special shout out to Rick White from over at the LA Hangout. Rick has been helping me coordinate, and Hellraisers Ball is going to actually start streaming 24 hours a day. So we're going to have everything linked directly to hellraisersball.com, so we don't have any more complications with Rock Slam Radio, links to this site or that site or the other thing. You just have one thing to go to, hellraisersball.com. The show will be embedded right on the main screen.
So they can actually see all the archive shows too?
They can see all the archive shows, all of the audio that we have, audio clips, high definition video that's been taken of the show, that's never ever been aired of old shows that we have, and a recent one actually, which we actually shot in high def here in the studio, and so all that's going to be available on the website.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming together quite nice.
Yeah, and so that's something that's been taken an enormous amount. You know how much time and effort goes into this type of thing.
Oh yes.
And so
We'll talk about it at the production meeting, right?
Hey, we'll talk about it at the production meeting. We'll talk about it at the production meeting at the
He's smiling.
That's funny.
at the end of the night over at the
my manager texted me and said, "You're not smiling." Now I'm smiling right now because that was funny. What Eddie just said was funny.
Funny, right?
It took them all night to come up with that, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
And
go Dallas.
And so, like I said, special thanks to Rick White for helping out with that. We actually do have a server that's ready to go. And
I got a server here in a little while.
And you do, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be over at
cocktails, folks. Get your mind out of the gutter, all right?
There you go. And I'm going to be over at the LA Hangout this coming Saturday, April 13th, for the Papa Cherry Show, and I'll be actually working the DJ booth.
Wow.
It's Adrian's birthday, right?
Yeah, it's Adrian's birthday, so...
Was he, like 55? Is it? I'm just giving him shit.
Idea. Actually, I invited Adrian down tonight, so...
he couldn't make it. He was too tired.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
He had to do taxes and shit.
Yeah,
he had a long week. He had a long weekend.
But he said that he will make a cameo appearance, so maybe we'll drag his ass on the show next week. He did say that we could interview him at the LA Hangout, and we're going to be doing Hellraisers Ball is going to do a pre-show out on the front deck prior to Papa Cherry actually playing.
Excellent.
So it should be something different. He
wants me to get up and sing with him.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I don't know if I know anything.
I'm sure you do. Yeah. Oh yeah, Angie. What is do you want to tell us what's coming up for Den of Thieves real quick before DJ Slam Durango
has an aneurysm.
Has an aneurysm and blows a blood vessel.
Hi.
I like how he puts a girl in there orgasm and then Angie walks in.
Well, yeah, I think that was a
See you later. Bye.
We'll see you outside in just a minute.
Hi guys, how are you? Great show tonight.
Lovely.
Well, thank you very much.
Had a great time watching.
You did?
Yeah, carrying on.
She likes to watch.
And actually, we're going to be doing a little more of this type of thing with possibly doing the show in front of a live studio audience.
Great. So. I've told you many times.
World.
Bring a camp. You know what? As a matter of fact, the first.
I think it'll be
the
fun.
The first time
Den
of Thieves played at Whiskey Willie's, you brought the camera, and we got a little bit of footage there. Of course, I just had gotten with the band for a month or two, so we weren't really tight. But
and with Den of Thieves, we did something similar to what we're talking about backstage.
Yeah.
Over at Banana Boat that one time.
Oh, that was great.
Little backstage VIP party while the band was playing.
That was my birthday party. Yeah, it was great.
And that was a cool vibe.
At a place called the Banana Boat.
The Banana Boat. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be a gay bar.
Imagine that. Gotta figure that when I heard Banana Boat.
Cool.
Anything like the manhole?
The man.
No, but it was great. It was great. So,
Peter's hangout.
In a couple of weeks, we'll be at Raccoons on a Friday night. I think the 26th in Valrico, and that's a ball. And Adrian lives right down the street, so him and his girlfriend or wife or. Girlfriend, right? Wife.
Fiance,
yeah.
Something like that.
She's beautiful.
Either one of them might be there.
Beautiful.
They live together.
She's beautiful, and I just love him to death.
Sharon.
I've known him forever.
Don't get him in so much trouble.
No, I love Aid. And so they come out, and because it's right around the corner from their house. And that's a Friday night, because usually we do ladies' nights on Thursday night there. And that place packs. It's such a blast. Even Cody, my favorite tattoo artist from the Lakeland Luz Tattoos, comes out there. I mean, everybody just... everybody from that end of town that never makes it to St. Pete or rarely, And then Saturday night we'll be at the LA Hangout. So come and see here.
Very, very cool.
Come again.
So Saturday night, what Saturday? Saturday, what day?
27th, I think.
The
26th and 27th, if I'm not. Yeah, I don't have a calendar.
So Raccoons is the 26th.
Yes, it's a Friday, and LA Hangout is a Saturday.
Okay,
it's
very
in a couple
cool.
of weeks, yeah.
And people could verify that on
They can
Facebook,
verify
right?
it. Yes, it's verifiable.
Very, very cool. Of course, once again, I want to thank the guys from American Fix for coming down and
great guys,
rocking out with us.
Yay, Dana. Love
you. Look forward to having those guys come on the show. Of
and
course,
Piper.
the infamous Dana Piper.
2 Danas.
Yep.
That's my brother from
yeah.
another mother.
Yep.
He gave me my first baseball cap, my first Red Sox cap.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, you know what?
Actually, we could
Whatever.
take
My dad was the biggest Red Sox fan ever.
We could take a little sound.
All I
clip
knew
of
was
that and use it
Carl
for some other
Yastrzemski,
stuff.
Jim Rice. That's all I knew.
Down in front.
That's all I knew was stuff like
Down
that.
in front.
What's in front? Oh, is Dana in front of the camera?
Yeah.
You're still in
He's
front.
like, oh!
You're still in front of the camera. There you go.
Oh man.
Sit down.
I love the way he just turned around, and looked at the camera, and went, oh hey.
Sit down, young man. I'm gonna tell Mom.
Nice.
Just sit down. I'm
Okay.
telling.
Oh.
I'm telling.
And of course, we got the glowing red skull, which was generously provided by Blaze the Human Torch. Hellraiser Hottie
The
number
redheaded
13.
slut.
Yeah, also known as
Yay.
Patrice Pinnacle.
Oh my goodness.
And so, yeah. And so, no, he wasn't calling her a redheaded slut. He was calling that a redheaded slut.
Oh, okay.
wait,
Because that-
What'd you think?
what you referring
That
to?
shit
Where
just
were you there
blended in
earlier?
right there. Patrice, I love you. What's up?
It did sound.
Yeah,
Not calling anybody
she has
names.
red hair.
Well, yeah, she does have red hair.
She does?
Yeah, actually, she does.
Oh,
Her
okay.
hair is like hot red. It's like shiny hot
didn't
red.
know
It's
that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the time.
All right.
Thing. So anyhow,
Shut up, Eddie.
All right.
we'll see you next week, no matter where we are,
Thanks for having us around.
and that's it. See you next Tuesday.
Adios.
Take your panties off, girl, this ain't truth or dare. Come get high with me, baby.